Hey friends, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. And I don't know about you, but I love Pinterest. I look at Pinterest all the time. And I have all these like boards and pins of all this stuff that I wanna do. However, I don't really necessarily do all the things I'd like to do because again, I have all these great ideas and a whole lot less time. But I was looking on there today and sometimes I look at things and I think, is that really gonna work? And I keep seeing this cake. So this recipe, like multiple people have the same recipe. But basically they're saying that just a box of white cake mix, which I had in the pantry, a box of cherry pie filling, which I had, and then half a cup of butter, and you just put it all in your pan and bake it for 50 minutes, and it's an amazing cake. So we're gonna see, like no stirring or anything. So we're gonna see how it turns out. So I have my oven preheating to 350, and I'm just going to throw my butter in the microwave and melt that real quick. And then we'll throw everything into our pan. And just so you know, I washed my hands right before I started. So we're good. All right. I'm gonna put this in the microwave. And then I need a can opener. So I have this really fancy electric can opener and I don't know how to use it. So we're gonna use this little hand one. I'm glad that I went to check that butter because I left paper on the butter. So that's another one that I'm gonna make maybe tomorrow. I saw a recipe to like make your own butter in the mixer, in the stand mixer, so I'm gonna try that tomorrow. All right, so I'm just going to open my cherries. And I washed the top of my cherry container before we started also. I always like to wash the top. I don't use many canned products, but when I do, I like to wash the top. All right, and it says that you just dump your cherries into the bottom. I am gonna at least like spread them around. I feel like I should do that. Make sure my butter's not going over. All right. So it took me 1 minute to melt that, just so you know. All right, and then you put your cake mix on top. I can open it without my cake mix going everywhere. Like I open these things and I make cake mix go everywhere, always. So it says that you just put this on top. So I'm just gonna kind of put it on top, but I put it on the floor and the counter. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of put this over like this. And then you just put your butter on top of that. And then you put it in the oven for 50 minutes. 50 minutes to 1 hour. All right, so I'll clean up my mess and we'll see how that turns out. Hey Google, make an alarm for 50 minutes, please.
Done.
And I'll see you
Your
guys
alarm
in a
set.
minute. Our alarm just went off. I'm gonna just turn off the stove. And we will see how this turned out. All right, let's see. It's hot. So there's definitely still some cake powder on the sides, but the majority of it looks pretty good. But there's definitely some cake powder. So, I don't know, I guess I would make sure that more was, yeah, there's cake powder on the sides. Boo! Cake powder on the sides. This side here has no cake powder. There's a little bit of cake powder there, a little bit of cake powder there. All right, let's let it cool for a little bit and we'll see how it is after we cut it. All right, this is somewhat cool, so I'm just gonna cut a piece. So I feel like at the very least, it probably needs more butter than what I used because that would have kept the cake pieces from being there. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of the part where it came out the way it seems like it was meant to. And we'll see. So that's how it looks. Now again, like I said, I do have some with a lot of cake. All right, so it's really good. Oh yeah, that is really good. I think I probably would have used 2 sticks of butter, to be honest, and poured over top of it. But that's actually really good. Okay, so this is gonna be a Pinterest win with a but. Definitely add more butter. I would have done at least 1.5 sticks, but probably even 2 sticks. But oh yeah, it's definitely good. It's good. Thanks, friends. Have a good one.